Hello, I'm Shoggoth269, and welcome to more Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. So we have some absolutely new content to take care of today, seriously. Yes, the armor of the Dark Wraiths, former knights of New Londo who descended into dark. Their armor transformed and remains a symbol of the Dark Servants and their diabolical art of life drain. Gotta like that. So I guess I'm diabolical now. Still trying to figure out, do I want to use silver armor? I don't know. No, I'm probably gonna stick with this, but I wasn't 100% sure. So anyways, yes, entirely new content that you've never seen before. That is what we're doing today. And to do that, we've got to come up here. Roll up here. And take these stairs to the top. Yeah, I was double checking to make sure I already had an item that I would need, and I do. Curl up like a ball and wait. Well, that's like a full minute of commentary I don't have to do. So we're now at Northern Undead Asylum. Now, if you think this place looks familiar, you are absolutely crazy and should be locked away in an asylum yourself. We've never seen any place even remotely like this on this game. So we kill these fire dudes and they're much less of a threat now. The fire dudes initially were a threat because they hit you once and they would also stagger you, so if they were doing one of their combo moves, and if you could hear that, that was my phone from like 15 feet away telling me I had an email. So anyways, if they hit you with a combo and they stagger you, they hit you with the next part of it and the next part of it, and it really hurts. So I decided to upgrade my dark armor here. That way I'll just have a little bit more defense for what we're about to do. So checking my roll speed. And I'm gonna come take out this guy. He's kind of tough, see that? But you get around there and you hit him and he dies because he's weak and he's not tough. Yes. So now, for now I want to stay around the edges here, which will become apparent in a moment. And I accidentally aggroed this guy, so just to be safe, I wait for him to come in, because I'll explain it in a moment. So what you do, and this is a really good trap for the first time you come in here and you're just kind of walking through here like normal, you won't realize this. Oh yeah, and I want to get as much defense as possible. So, get my tear stone and I believe the steel protection, yes. So yeah, if you're just walking through here like normal, you're not going to realize this happens, and you're going to fall for this trap. And we've got a boss fight. So I want to get up in his grill as quickly as possible and try to get behind him. So he gave me a chance to use an Estus there, which I took rather than going in for an attack. So now when he goes up to fly like that, yeah, if you walk into his weapon, it does hurt you. I think it was that way with the Asylum Demon. So here, you want to get back because that attack can hit you while you're behind him. But once the attack goes, get behind him like that, hit him. Now he's doing it again, so I want to get back there and hit him some more afterwards. And you see I'm dealing some good damage on him. Now, he's going to do his fly. So yeah, I'm going to go around the left this time, so I don't hit his weapon and I can actually get some attacks. Same thing goes here. Get some attacks. Now he's doing his thing, and I put my shield up, and I get around behind, and I'm just out of range. But if you're close enough to attack him from behind, you will take damage from this attack. So all in all, this fight's going much smoother than I expected. I'm not the best at this fight. A lot of times I have bad luck with it, but he is not doing much on me. And I miss those attacks, which sets me up in a bad spot to where I take some damage, finally. So yeah, I'll let him get his attack off properly this time. And move in. And get these last attacks in. This should be it. One more. Yeah. Boom. First try. Asylum Demon is done. And I know it seems really short, but that's all we're gonna do this video. Oh, he gives you a Titanite slab. So I'm just gonna get back up here to the bonfire real quick. I'll use a Homeward Bone, and we're gonna call it quits. So yeah, I put my regular equipment back on, and of course I was lying. I mean, come on. So yes, you climb up this ladder, and this may look familiar, because you could actually see through these bars and see this stray demon at the very beginning of the game when I showed him off. Now we have a Black Knight over here at the very starting cell of the game. And he took 4 hits. I don't recall them taking so many. But ultimately he proved to not be a threat at all. And you come into your cell and get the Peculiar Doll. There is a particular reason I wanted to get this item, which will be made apparent very soon, viewer. So stay tuned for that. So now we just have to go back roughly through the same path we took at the beginning of the game. Not much has changed here. They added, you know, the Black Knight, and now of course you can go down and fight the stray demon. But other than that, not much has changed. So I decided to take a weird path here because I don't think I've ever done this. There is another... oh yeah, this guy. This is the guy that gives you your Estus flask. He's now gone full hollow, and I wasn't sure like how tough he is or isn't because I forget. I don't deal with him very often. So I just break his... you know, like, screw it. He's blocking and he's taking good damage. Just wail on him. Pick it up, get a crest shield, 1,000 souls, not even really worth it. So yeah, he's there, and lastly there is one more enemy over here, and I wanted to see if I could backstab him or something. I'd never tried to get a backstab on this enemy, but I didn't remember the exact part of the hallway he spawns in, where he's located, so I start sneaking prematurely, and he's behind me. Yeah, so he's way in that corner there. I didn't even realize how far he was. So now this guy is in not a very good position to get attacks on, and he doesn't stagger too easily. So you bait him into attacking, get your heals on, and get ready to go in just like this. Hit him, he's done. Goodbye. And now I have a Black Knight sword, which, wow, didn't expect to get that. I'm looking for it at the moment, and here it is. And I don't meet the requirements for it, but look at that base damage of 220. Now, the Black Knight sword, if you may have noticed, is considered a great sword. The Black Knight great sword is actually considered an ultra great sword. It's even bigger. I don't tend to use it, but I mean, if you're a tank, you can just power through some people with that. So yeah, there's the spots you want to avoid if you don't want to fall down there. I just stay around the edges, it's not a big deal. Just tank these guys a bit. Not worth getting your panties in a bunch over. Good job, go straight ahead. The developer message still there from the beginning of the game. So here we are now.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
So that is, I believe Sparkly? The crow? I'll explain more about that in a moment. We have a riveting cutscene to watch here. All right. The only reason I let that play is oh yeah, don't go right. Look at me shake. No, shake your head no with me. Don't go that way. It looks like you can. I tried it and I fell and died, and my souls did not show up anywhere here. They may have actually been in the Undead Asylum. I didn't care enough to go back. It was only a couple 100,000. Because I didn't even use a bonfire on that run. I just went in, killed him, and went out. Anyways, as I was saying, the crow. I don't know if you have to drop an item specifically on that nest, but I always do. And all you do is you drop an item there, and then save and quit, reload, and the crow will have left you a different item. For instance, if you drop the rubbish that you get in the Undead Berg, you will actually get a Titanite chunk for that. So it's a good reason not to just throw items away even if you don't know what they're good for, they may not have a use. So, at this point I was thinking, wow, there's not much else I can do. There's only two things I can think of off the top of my head. And you've heard it over and over and over. The one I don't want to do is the An Orlando boss fight. So I'm going to do that other of the two things. And in order to do that, we are going to have to go this way, which actually approaches An Orlando, if you can't tell. Ever get that sensation of deja vu? I certainly do. Yes, we've seen this trip a few times. I know it's not the most enjoyable trip. Yes, just like I said in the last episode, in case there's some kind of a freak accident or you goof super hard, I would have had to take the elevator back up, which is just a waste of time at that point, is it not? And as usual, let the trap do its work. Get a view on that guy, wait for him to start moving. He's moving a bit, so here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Here comes this old dude. I think this time I have even more damage than I did when I came through the other time. So I take him out in 2 hits. Now keep in mind, that would be the case, again, since the lightning has no scaling. Even at soul level 1, that would have taken him out in 2 hits. So that gives you an idea of what I've been talking about when I say equipment is super important and can arguably be considered... Oh yeah, just like that. You don't have to bother with him to get into the cage. But just like I said, equipment is super important, arguably more important than your soul level. But you see, soul level 2 is important. It allows me to equip more equipment without being as burdened. It allows me to survive more attacks, vitality, or allows me to use bigger equipment. But even at base level, I could have taken that guy out in 2 hits. That guy in 1 hit. Just gives you an idea. But this club isn't going to last forever because with actual stats, i.e. raising my level, scaling is going to take over sooner rather than later. And I'll be able to deal more damage without the element. So, get ready, brace your jimmies for the time where I can deal that much damage. It's coming. But for now, this is one of the best means of damaging people that I still have. And look out there, that's Duke's Archives way up there. So, once again, going to use this bonfire, and wait a minute, I thought we weren't going to do An Orlando. Well, just like so many other things, I have reasons to be here, and even though I'm not taking on the boss yet, this is where I need to go. So at this point, I'm getting my dexterity up because I want to be able to use the Black Knight sword. I want to see how that works. And this also, I think, is a point where I realized, oh, it doesn't have the scaling I thought it did. Oh, I'm checking the dark sword as well. That's a quality weapon, both strength and dexterity, but it doesn't look like it deals much damage. I was kind of perplexed. The sword, oh, okay, yeah. Item description! Yeah, and this one only has E scaling in dexterity and C scaling in strength. I don't think I would consider that a quality weapon. Maybe like C and C. I might let a D slide, but I don't want the D. I want the C. Wow, and that's dirtier than I thought it would be. I apologize for that, viewer. I did not think of the implications of the letter C. Excuse me while I rinse my mouth out with soap. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just trying to be stylish on this one and not hurt myself this time. Alright, back to this oh so familiar place. So, unfortunately, I head down the stairs here, completely neglecting to do what I meant to do. So this is actually the lower part of the cathedral, where we knocked that chandelier down oh so long ago in part 7. Now, I meant to actually go pay a visit to the blacksmith, and, well, it didn't pan out because I came in here. So, I didn't think about it until later when it was too late. So yeah, I'm going ahead and taking these guys out. They're not too bad. They're the same guys that were on the rafters. They're easier here because you have room to fight them, but there's a lot of them. You don't want to get too many on you unless you're just being careless or don't care. Like I'm trying there. I'm like, I got poise now. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I mean, I'm just being stupid just for the sake of stupidity right here. Turning myself into a pincushion and almost getting killed. And the item on the chandelier was the Great Magic Weapon Sorcery, which is just... Magic Weapon is the magic enchantment sorcery that just puts magic damage onto your weapon, kind of like gold pine resin puts lightning damage onto your weapon. Now, of course, you can't do that with any already enchanted weapon, so this lightning club, I can't do that. But say I had a regular club that's not enchanted, you know, try prisoner. That's an interesting way to try and help people. So anyways, the magic sorcery, though, would be a way to put an enchantment on yourself using a catalyst and using the spell. Great magic is just a stronger version of it. I don't tend to bother too much with that kind of stuff, but it definitely helps. Just admiring the artwork there, and that bridge. Very beautiful bridge. It's some black iron stuff. You can't go wrong with that. So now, you can actually check this painting out. There's a little cutscene that goes with it. And we die. No, we are in the painted world of Ariamis. So in order to do that, you have to get the peculiar doll from the Undead Asylum, which is why I went there. And it comes to my attention right now that I believe I left an item there. I forgot to get one item that I don't really need all that badly. This is a pretty beautiful place though, like check out the sky and stuff. I don't know if I really showed it off yet. But I love it, it's almost like an aurora feel. Yes, I'm admiring the fact that you leave footprints here. So yes, there's a bonfire here, and the only way to get out is to actually complete this area, so we're stuck here for now. Do all my usual repairs, and yeah, I know this is going to be a bit of a short episode, but I think it's a pretty good stopping point for now. So, with that said, I hope you've enjoyed this episode and seeing some completely brand new things that you've never seen before. Okay, well this counts, I guess, but yes indeed. I hope you'll join me again next time, viewer, for the Painted World of Ariamis. And until then, take care.